Well, the day has finally arrived. We are going to start to get the kitchen ready for the epoxy project. We're going to epoxy over the granite. We're going to show you every step of the way of how to do that. We're also going to we're going to paint all of the hardware on all of the cabinets to save a few dollars. It's going to look great. And then lastly, we're going to put a new backsplash up. So we want you to be a part of this every step of the way. It's going to be a fun project. It's going to make our kitchen look fantastic without spending a ton of money. So it should be a lot of fun. So let's get started. So I have gotten all of the backsplash off around the whole entire kitchen. Unfortunately, what you run into is when you tear the tile off, it will take the sheetrock off with it. So I have inserted brand new pieces of sheetrock all the way around the kitchen. And now I'm going to splice these together. I got some mesh tape, some really good quality mesh tape to strengthen the joints. And then I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of spackle and make sure you get it in behind the mesh. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be going under the tile, but you want to get it to where it's, once it's dry, it's going to be strong. And tie that together. Just like that right there. If you can put a small amount on, then you don't have to really sand it. So you want to keep it the amount of sanding down to a limit. So that's basically all I'm going to do with this. And that will definitely strengthen where I made the joint. And then next, we're going to grind the countertops down, get it prepped for the epoxy. The epoxy is supposed to be here in a day or so, and we should be good to go. So that's going to be the scary part, is the pour. But hopefully, with any luck and some prep work, it's going to turn out perfectly. Okay, today is an exciting day because today we are going to pick out the backsplash. So we're going to travel to our home center and we're going to show you which backsplash my wife picked out, which I absolutely love. I think it's going to be perfect on our project. Let's go. Okay, we are here today at our local Floor and Decor. And my wife is so excited. Are you excited today?
Very excited.
All right, let's go find some tile for the backsplash.
Let's do it. Oh, so many choices. This is going to be so fun.
So this is what we ended up going with. It kind of has a fishnet kind of look. And I mean, after all, we live on Long Island on the water, so I think this is going to look great. It ties in, it's got a real hint of light brown and then gray and then white. So I think with white grout, that is going to look great. So we are excited. This is how much it cost. Are we excited? All right, we're taking the plunge. Now, before I get grinding on the sink and getting it prepped for the epoxy, I have some chips around the inside of the sink, probably from over the years, people hitting it with a pot or a pan. And so I went ahead and marked them where the chips are. And I'm going to mix together some JB Weld just to fill those in and then sand them off with a palm sander. And I think the epoxy will cover those just fine and it'll just look good. I think with these chips, if I try to epoxy over it, you're going to see these. And this is going to be an area where you see, you know, a lot when you're standing at the sink. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up this epoxy, and then we're going to put them on and let it dry for an hour or so, and then I'll come back and sand them. Just need a little bit at a time, actually. You don't want to do too much, or it's sanding, it's going to be a nightmare. So I just do a little bit at a time to build it up. A little bit more of this. Again, not a lot. This one right here had quite a bit missing. It was a big chip. So I'm gonna fill this in here. I think that's gonna be good. So many little spots from over the years. This countertop, I'm guessing, is gonna be about 15 years old, maybe. That's the information that I got. Okay, we got a chip here. Okay, one more on the sink. This is a really great product because several months ago, I had in here, I don't know if you can see my finger, but this was all broken out. It had, I don't know what happened to it. Oops, sorry about that. But I filled this in with JB Weld, and man, it has held up. It has held up really great. Sorry, I'm upside down trying to do this camera. So it has filled in really great. I'm gonna do a finish coat on it right now just to get it smoothed out. And then I think once the epoxy hits it, I think you're never gonna know I did any work on it. So yeah, JB Weld, good product. I've used it on my out drive, on my boat. It's worked out great. Great product. And yeah, so once we get this done, we'll sand this in about an hour. And then I think we're gonna be ready to start grinding these countertops and get this puppy banged out. So yeah, let's do it. So that's going to be the end of part one of the kitchen project. We're very excited because we are going to be grinding the tops down prepping the cabinets with plastic and getting everything ready to roll. We're going to actually do the pour in the next episode. So it's going to be great. Looking forward to it. And the noise that you hear in the background is my little granddaughter. And she's part of the Fix It Warrior family. So until then, thank you for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you next time on Fix It Warrior.